My content is for 13 and upward. Don't click the product. Hello everyone, before we begin I want to mention please subscribe to CYPRUS. This is a collab with CYPRUS. He's gonna have his video on his channel. Please support him and show him some love. Link in the description below. And also as well, you know, plug for myself. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel, bell notifications on. A lot to digest and go over. Let us begin. So we're going to be scanning the code. So obviously you're going to get some codes in this one, the ones that are released publicly. So this one's Glory Ragnar. And Ultimate Evo, make sure your app is updated. Every single time I do these app update videos, someone says, it doesn't work for me. Well, make sure your app is updated. Otherwise, I don't know. And sometimes the app is screwy and I'm not an app developer, so I don't know. Now, the avatar attack for this is pretty sick. My only criticism is that you got like this really cool special effects, and then after it just cuts to it and it just hits you and that's it. Should have been the explosion, the thing like burst, but that's a pretty sick avatar attack, I still must say. Ragnar, low and high, you get to enjoy. Hopefully, we eventually get to review. I'm a little excited. This one, I'll probably have a lot of nice things to say for this one. The other one, well, we'll get to it. But the other one, Ultimate Evo Valtryek. So enjoy the QR. Yeah, this one, expect long rant. You see, I give the warning ahead of time. Ragnar, there's a lot, there's probably a lot more positive thing. About Valtryek, we already know how they did it. Yeah, you get to have Valtryek in the app. I guess you get to customize it. You know, that's a pretty good thing. You get to make a better combination than whatever Hasbro gave for it if you have the digital app. If you care about the app. I mean, most of these videos are kind of just more. If you don't care about the app, then it's just really the news right after. Alrighty, big reveal for QS, which we report on the listings before. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts. Now we're gonna get started. Alright, I just wanted to say that for the quote for the thing. Alrighty, first one is Zeal Achilles. So, no illegal, really weird the armor tip thing. The armor tip, you're gonna notice that's the big difference between QD and QS. I believe this should be left spin, I'm pretty sure. It looks really weird and modified. The paint job obviously looks terrible. Yeah, Zeal should be left, so that probably means the other Achilles Fierce or whatever it was called, that's probably the right side. And maybe that one has illegal or whatever. But it's very hard to tell on the thing. Even on the app, like it's a lot easier to see closer to the model. I can't tell if it has those nubs there. What's going to be really important for Zeal, for Hasbro only, is if it still has those nubs, which I think it does. I can't tell if they just rounded it off. It looks really weird modified, and I have to hold Zest in my hand just to double check. Very awkward, so pretty much if you didn't like QD, you're not going to have a good time here. The same issue, by the way, of no new discs, and I hate that, and it's really, really cringe by Hasbro. Next one. Xiphoid. Oh my god. So, a lot to take in. So, here's what I want to say. I can't tell whether or not, because of how the app models are, if the Xiphoid blade is sharp or not. It looks pretty rounded, you know, sometimes maybe not too accurate, but they have been very close, only visually. They painted, you know what's funny? So, there's a gimmick where the sword comes out, right? And by the way, sword looks hilarious for the attachment, like Hypersphere, right? So, instead of doing that, they just painted the sword on the core. What's also weird is that I'm guessing they did a base of transparent red and they painted the blue, so they could have done the blue on the core. That would have been, you know, nice. And really just more blue in general. This is supposed to come, by the way, in a launcher set that we reported on before. No sights on any of the other stuff. There's no Bellfire that we can see right now, but keep in mind, for what we have, it is pretty wacky. But yeah, very curious on performance for this stuff. Maybe we can get a few good attachments or something. Oh, it should still maybe hit good, hopefully. I can't tell, I gotta double check how hollowed it is just to be sure. But in a follow-up, I'll do more in depth. Chain Kerbeus, what happened, man? Hey, you know, at least they did the slopes right, huh? You know what's funny is my Photoshop concept wasn't that far off. Oh, that's also supposed to be yard, by the way. So no rubber thing that's supposed to make it, you know, really increased burst resistance. That's going to be a really big negative. Same like Balkesh, like I've already mentioned. Just because, you know, needed that stuff. Maybe it has good slopes, that would be nice, but the thing is with how Chain's design is, it's pretty recoily. I do not suspect chain will be good. I think it'll be similar to Tact, where it's going to be doo-doo garbage. But yeah, it looks kind of close to how I photoshopped it. No Fortress. Hasbro continuing to show profit what they can, because fans will eat it up and defend and buy it. Don't care. You know, good to see the results of how the bays have fallen over the years. I am being sarcastic, just in case no one can tell. I don't know, maybe the attachment will be good, maybe the slopes will be good. Chain. This one's actually kind of sick. Alright. This one is Hydra Kerbeus. Now, it's supposed to be on the main one, Hydra Poseidon. The attachment looks weird, and we'll cover it. Now, I don't know, probably like anything with modern Hasbro stuff, it's not going to do well. Honestly, I kind of like the design. I don't know how good it's going to be. I mean, obviously, yeah, we don't know until we get it in hand, but kind of... Is it thin? Because I'm noticing it by the chain. It looks a little thin. No, it looks unique, though, and we like that. I don't know why, but this reminds me of the Hyperion and Helios fusion thing, when it kind of has those weird shapes. Honestly, yeah, because these things have no gimmicks, so I'm only really hoping on the Xiphoid now that I think about it. Those attachments are weird. Those are weird attachments, man. Alrighty, next up, Gambit. Oh, the attachment looks really weird. Yeah, you know what's funny? They actually molded the spring on the thing. There's no spring on it. They molded it for that weird thing that they like to do. So something I actually have noticed is, what's really weird is that they remove all detail. I hate Dragon without the rainbow. Dragon looks so cool with the rainbow. It's literally so iconic for Dragon. It's I don't know why Hasbro just likes to kill anything visually for it. It seems to be molded before it gets to that awakened state when it goes to the other thing, so it's I don't know. Maybe opposite spin it's useful. I doubt for attack, but Hasbro only, so, you know, whatever. Attachment looks really weird. Yeah, this one's really... the next one's honestly, like, I'm so curious on this one. It's a decent recolor, even though lack of detail. Ambush Achilles. Ambush, I don't know why, but tell me that does not look like it'd be on, like, a Lucius. I think color scheme-wise, obviously... it's probably one of my favorite ones, and well, I mean, IRL, we gotta see, but I wish the paint job was obviously better, that's a given. I think visually it looks pretty cool. Performance, I have literally no idea. Well, I mean, because it's Hasbro, because it's hollowed out, it's probably not gonna be good. But if we try to maybe only focus on, no, even QD, I mean, I guess QD maybe, because QD is like nothing. But, very odd, very odd. So big thing, like I've said, is that instead of... So then, I think what they're trying to do, because I think they probably heard people say Hypersphere is really fun. I think the stadium will probably be pretty close to Hypersphere. That's my guess, because why else make them so big and bulky, right? So we're going to do a battle. We'll do it with the Xiphoid. That sword is so weird, man. Oh, I actually think it's aligned. Sick. Yeah, I mean... It's definitely like a weird experience. No launcher, no anything yet. We still don't know the name. Oh, they did align it. Okay, see, they listen. They listen. See, we made fun of them because we said it doesn't look right because it's not like aligned properly. And now they did it. Sick. I think. I mean, it's hard to tell. I'm looking back, and we'll have a full breakdown on models and stuff really in depth afterwards. Just keep finding the launcher. I think, what am I really hopeful for? I think really just the Xiphoid. I do hope we see some new stuff. I know that there is, what is it, Poseidon, and there's the... I forget what the other one is. I have to see the other video. But, there's at least maybe like a little bit. There's at least 2 new HASBRO exclusives. I'm wondering how this is gonna release. I'm really curious because there's not much actual BU, so I'm wondering if it's gonna be really spread out or how they're gonna do it. And they really got it. One big thing is just slopes. Like slopes really gotta improve, and it's not that the driver spring is good. They just all of them gotta be stupid tight. HASBRO slopes have been really poor. I mean, that's why even if, let's say, there was one good QD blade, the fact that the slopes been really, really tough, or they've been locked in sets, right? It's not fun. I think there's like Perseus or like Bellfire. Lefts have like nothing, so I guess now we have to wait for Zeal Achilles to hope there's one good left. Let's see. Ooh, no, that's the same one. What was I thinking? Yeah. Yeah. That Xiphoid has to be, though. I'm more curious on the stadium than anything. Oh, that's thin. Oh, that's gonna be light. Oh. Well, here's where I mentioned the store. It's an optional way to support the channel. We have this displayed in USD. If you are interested into Karatomi Beyblades, hey, check out our store, man. Definitely a full thoughts and anything in-depth for rant or no rant, you're gonna see in a follow-up video. I want to mention, please subscribe to CYPRUS and show him some love. And this has honestly been really nuts. I'm not hopeful for QS at all. I want to be honest. I think it's pretty valid to say that. I mean, let's hope the stadium's fun. Let's hope at least that. So thanks for watching.